I can't even lie to you right now. There's no intro for this. I just need to let you know that I've been going through it recently. All right. I have been going through it. Whatever it is, I'm going through. Absolutely through it. I am in shambles right now. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the End Goal Podcast episode. I think this is 14 or 15. I think it's 14. I don't really have a topic for this episode because this was just something that I didn't plan this week's stuff. Okay, I'll be honest, I did not plan this week's stuff. This week was a mess. I've been going through it, so I didn't plan any of it. But let's just talk about a few things. Okay, let's just talk about a few things. Sorry, I'm messing with my Notion right now so that I can actually maybe have a topic for this versus just saying some bullshit. Um, okay, so first of all, how y'all doing? What's going on? I hope your week was good. My week wasn't, but I hope yours was. And we'll get into a little bit why mine wasn't. But regardless, I hope you guys are starting off your year pretty well so far. It is 2 weeks into the year starting today. 2 whole weeks into the year starting today. If you have not started your planning for your year, for your goals, if you have not figured out what you want to do for the year, that's fine. You have 50 more weeks left. If you have started, but you dropped the ball one of the days, it's completely fine. Don't worry about it. Get back on it. You're chilling. All right. Don't worry about a thing. I just want to let you know that. Um, my past few weeks have been rough because basically your boy got an allergic reaction to something he doesn't know what he has, and then got hives like all over my arms, legs, and the rest of my body. But mainly it's my arms and legs. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I just got hit. Like literally it just hit me. And I don't know why. And that's why I'm so annoyed right now because it stopped me from doing most things. I have to go outside in shorts and a t-shirt because if I go outside in pants, my legs will start to itch. And I haven't been to the gym. I've only been to the gym as of today twice in 14 days because just I haven't been able to do anything like really use my body for anything because it keeps itching. Um, so I've been going through it. I've been going through it. So regardless of the fact that I haven't been able to do much physically, I've still been trying to go on walks. I stopped stretching because of my skin issues, but I've still been reading, trying to post content, trying to do all that stuff, and it's getting to the point where I'm doing a lot and I can't do everything all at once again. But it's fine. Like I can handle it. We're good. But that's been the past 2 weeks for me. Super rough, super rough. Um, I might be having I might be having surgery this year. Who knows? To fix some stuff. But when that happens, I won't be on the podcast. So the podcast probably won't be running when that happens. So you'll get to see the aftermath, but not the before math. Um, I have been reading a shit ton. I've been reading a shit ton, but I've only read 2 chapters or 2 parts of Ali Abdal's Feel Good Productivity. But I did read chapter 1 because last time we read the introduction when we were talking with MJG, and then this time we're reading chapter 1, which is called Play. Now, one of the cool there's a couple of fun things in this chapter, right? His book is split up into 3 parts. Okay, energize, um, what else? Unblock and sustain. And inside each part, there are 3 chapters, so 9 chapters in total, with quite a few like experiments and stories and insights in each chapter. So the first thing is talking about play, and play when it comes to productivity is a concept where you don't want your work to feel like work. You want to feel like you're just playing around with something. Like when you're always more energetic when you're playing with something versus when you're doing something because you know you have to do it, right? So it's like how do you make work fun? His whole concept was like, what would this look like if it were fun? That was the first question he would ask himself. And so it was very interesting to me. And he had the same conclusion I did. And I asked myself that was like, if I want to make anything fun, add music on top. Almost instantly, add music on top, and that immediately improves the fun factor like tenfold. The kind of music, up to you and up to what you're doing. But music to me has always been a +1 point to fun when I'm doing anything. So it was nice to see that um, other people think about that the same way. Now, he was talking about play in the concept of like make something into an adventure, right? Make life into an adventure and play with what you're working on and see if that helps you, if that improves your creativity, your productivity, your focus, all that stuff, right? And so he drew the parallel to a video game and basically making it an adventure game, like an adventure RPG. And the first thing you do when you load up an RPG is you have to choose your character. So here's the fun thing for you guys. He has 8. I think he got this. Yeah, he got this from Dr. Stuart Brown, who did this study and basically was like interviewing 5,000 people from all walks of life, from like proletariat all the way to bourgeoisie, like everything. And he discovered that people are mostly prone to one or two particular types of character play in their life, like the kind of things that they're drawn towards. And he basically out of those 5,000 interviews, he made 8 uh character personalities, 8 play personalities, he calls them. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about them, but I would highly recommend going onto Ali Abdal's Instagram, where he actually has a post that goes through all 8 of them. If I remember to, I'll link it down below so you can actually go see it, or you can just go to his Instagram. But I'll tell you the names right now, then you can go look at the descriptions later. So the 8 play personalities are the collector, competitor, explorer, creator, storyteller, joker, director, and kinesthete. And so out of all of these, in the book, like I've been annotating this whole thing, right? So I circled what I think mine are as of right now, or like what mine I've always been drawn towards. And that has ended up being creator, storyteller, joker, and kinesthete. Now, creator and kinesthete have been, or rather, a joker and kinesthete have been what I've been for a while. I'm a very lighthearted, jovial person and big on athleticism. But storyteller and joker, or storyteller and creator, are things that I'm trying to develop inside of me, which is also why I circled those, because those are what I'm drawn towards right now. So I thought that was very interesting. I think it's always nice. You know how you have those like enneagrams and those different tests that tell you what kind of personality you have, what kind of job would you be good for, what kind of um what INFJ thing you are, or whatever it is. This is one of those, and I like thinking about these things in like a bucketed way like this. Like my energies and my behaviors are drawn towards a kinesthete or a joker or a creator or or whatever it is, and I can rule out the others. I'm not a collector, I'm not a competitor, god no. I'm not really an explorer, and I'm not a director. So that was very interesting. And I think that was like my favorite part of chapter 1. And then the second part, sorry, my mic. The second part that I did enjoy was he, once again, in the whole parallel of life equals adventure. My bad, I had to take a call. It was a fiance, the almost wifey. So you always have to take the call. I'm getting back to what I was talking about. Ali Abdal draws a parallel of life equals adventure. So he draws a parallel now of hobbies equal side quests, which I think is really interesting, because this is truly one of the main ways to make any sort of game fun, is to have some sort of side quest mechanic, where if you don't want to do the main thing all the time, aka your job and your career and your stuff, do things on the side that also are fun. So he talks about finding side quests in life and trying to partake in those side quests as what they are, is a side quest, right? They're not meant to be your main thing in life, and if you recognize that, then you know that it's just, I'm just doing this for fun. It's on the side. It's chill. I enjoy it, and then I get back to my main thing. I think that's very nice. And then going forward, I think those two were the big things that I really enjoyed um, out of chapter 1. And so I'll read chapter 2 next week and talk to you guys about chapter 2 then. But for now, that's been really fun. Um, I've started a couple of new other books and everything like that this entire week. So I have been very active and very doing things. It's just I feel like I haven't been super kind of in the zone all week. I feel like I've been feeling like something's like weird. Something's been lacking inside of me. And maybe it's just the mental thing of like me not feeling like I can do anything because of this allergies and things like that. But um, still trying. Today was Sunday. Or today's Saturday rather. I got up, I got out, got active, did my work, did my shit, and then we're back here and I'm going to talk to you guys. So it's always fun. So that's mainly it for like the the personal part of this. I do want to talk to you guys about something today. The main topic of today, right? And it's something that I realized a lot at the end of last year, and something that I'm going to try and work on doing more this year, and that is kind of building my personal like tribe of people. Because I realize that I am not somebody who's going to be able to do anything alone. I'm not somebody who's going to be able to. I'm not a solopreneur. I'm not somebody who can do it on their own and do it well and succeed. Whenever I've succeeded in life, it has been with the support of other people, and therefore recognizing that fact, I'm going to try to ensure that when I do things, I basically, what's the word for it? I include other people in it, whether it's directly partnering with people or like directly working with people or having people give me feedback on my things or whatever it is, including other people, basically my friends and my tribe in what I'm doing, because I know that with their inclusion I will succeed, but without their inclusion or with their exclusion I will most likely not succeed, and or it'll take me a longer time to do it, and I'm just trying to be smarter about it. Um, and that's kind of the message, right? Is you don't have to do everything alone. You really don't. There's a lot of people out there who have been successful doing things by themselves, and that's great for them. But if that's not you, that's not you, right? If you have friends who can help you, if you have family who supports you, if you have people around you who are willing to help you, it's okay to reach out. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say, I can't do this part. I can't do this alone. I need somebody's help because I want to succeed. My desire to succeed is greater than my desire to just do it alone. It took me so many years to understand that because I've always been I'll just do it by myself person, all the way through school, all the way through starting my like adult life, all that stuff. I've always been I'll just do it myself. I don't need anybody else. I don't need anybody else. Um, so I would just suggest, try looking around you. Like open your eyes and become aware of who's around you, who can help, who can you bring to be in your tribe, who can you bring to be part of your life and your success story and your journey. That's a very specific thing. Like that's a very careful decision to make, in my opinion. You don't want to bring along the wrong people. But also, it's very important to understand that like people come and go in your life. So if you're bringing along somebody for one stage of your life, they may not be there for the rest of your life, and that's okay. They were there for that initial stage, and maybe they needed to be there for that initial stage. So you don't have to do it alone. Now, there is power in doing things by yourself. There is control you get. There is a level of responsibility and a level of focus and a level of pressure that comes with it that some people thrive on. Like they know if they fail, it's all on them. They can't blame anybody else. Therefore, it's just them, which means they got to get it done. Nobody else is going to be there to get it done. Nobody else is going to be there to help them. It's just them. But if you really want to succeed in something faster, better, um, bring people along. Find the right people around you, and that'll take time. Like that might take years for you to find the right people. But if you don't start searching, then you'll never find the people. Like how people say like there's like a power in a village. Um, find your village, find your crew, build one, find one, or join one. Right? Either you can build your own crew, like you bring your friends or you bring your people around you, and you kind of build your own crew, or you find one. Um, Find one meaning like you have people who are doing similar things as you, so maybe you all like get together and help each other out. So you create one with people versus building your own, and then or you can join one. There's no harm in like saying these people right here are doing what I want to do. Can I join their crew? Can I join their tribe? Can I be of value to them and them be of value to me? They're already a group, but can I also be a part of them? That's completely fine too, right? Build one, find one, join one. That's basically the easiest thing to do there, you know? So that's just a very brief message for you and for myself is to find your tribe, build your tribe, create a tribe, find people who are willing to support you, and don't ask the world of them, but ask for help. Ask how you can help them and then see how they can help you. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Um, as much as people don't like to like admit it, relationships are transactional and utilitarian, right? Why do you have a friend? Because there's someone that you find that you can talk to, they're entertaining, they give you good conversations, you can go do active things with them, you can just be in their presence, they provide some sort of utility to you. There's no harm in thinking that, well, how else is this person going to be of use to me? Right? There's no harm in thinking that. It's the natural thing. You know, if somebody says otherwise, it's not the way. Um, Relationships are utilitarian, whether you want to admit it or not. So find people who are of utility to you, whether it's emotional support, someone that you can go bounce ideas off of, someone that you can actually hang out with and do work with, who keeps you focused, somebody to listen to your woes and your successes, somebody who will tell you how it is and not sugarcoat things for you, somebody who will, pick you up when things are down, things like that. That's all utility that you need. Go find the people. It might not be one person actually, right? It might be multiple people, but go find those people. It's kind of the message here. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. It's very brief. This is the shortest podcast I've ever done in my. Oh, you guys don't even know. Oh, I have to talk about this. Sorry, volume warning. I've been trying to record with my tribe for a while, and I've been trying to get people on here to talk to you guys. Right? We had MJG for the last week's podcast. I was recording with a buddy of mine, Major. Amazing guy, amazing creator, great eye for aesthetic, great eye for just creative videography in general, videography and photography. And so I had reconnected with him last year, and he came out in December to record with me, and we just kind of caught up, right? So I wanted to keep our conversation as much as possible on video. So we ended up recording, okay, 3 hours of content. I think it was more than 3 hours of content. But because of my ill preparation, his mic died in the second part of our talk. The mics we used, it would have been a nightmare to edit with them. And so what I did was I was using like our Bluetooth Lavalier Rode mics, and we were sitting further back, kind of like where me and MJG were sitting. But the bad part about this is, I thought for some reason that like let me mute my audio like on my OBS recording, so that we'll only pick up the Rode mics. There won't be any audio issues that way. See, the issue with that is the actual video file now has absolutely zero audio, so there is no way for me to sync my microphone from my like clip-on mic to the audio in the video to then like add better audio to it, or like sync up the two audios and then remove the video audio and just keep the Rode audio. So that 3 hours of footage just gone, basically. We had a great talk. It was 3 hours because we were like going on tangents and catching up and doing all this fun, having all these fun conversations that you guys would have been witness to and would have enjoyed. And it's just gone. It is just gone. I don't know what to do about it. I have an idea that might work. It might work. Okay. I'm not sure if it'll work. It might work. But regardless, I'm gonna try and get him back out here for a talk. So we can have a conversation for you guys, and you guys can learn about Zachary Major Keeling and the great things that he does and the great person that he is. That being said, it's always fucking audio. It is always audio, dude. It is always audio with me, and I don't know why, and it's so frustrating sometimes where like it would have been fine if I had just done everything normally and just used the mics, and there wouldn't have been a problem. But instead, I had to like overthink things, and then it messed up. So I'm sorry that I've basically what's it called? Because of my mistake, I've taken away 3 hours of great content for you guys. I apologize for that. I'll work on that in the future, but I think I have a better method going forward, which is just using this mic and then us sitting back there and then the mic being further back like we did for MJGs because that sounded fine and the mic picks up everything that it needs to and it's one single mic. So I'll probably do that next time instead of this stuff. So we don't have the same issues. That being said, have yourselves a great rest of the week. I appreciate you all for listening so far. I'm working on things in the back that I hope to talk about more in the future. I don't want to talk about it right now because I don't want the accidental dopamine hit. So I'm going to keep it in here, keep working on it in the back, and then I'll show it to you guys when it's almost done / mostly done. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.